Okay guys, so today we're going to be reviewing more of an in-depth review on the Exquiss Amazon's Choice knitting kit. Basically, you get 36 pairs of knitting needles, and the reviews online said they were bumpy, which I did a test when I got them to see if they were bumpy, and they weren't. But what I found was when I started knitting that the ends kind of, I don't know, they kind of picked at the yarn. So anyway, this pair I actually put clear nail polish on, and I want to see what that might do to help the problem. And so I'm just going to knit along. So I'm going to be comparing the ones I put the nail polish on. So I put clear nail polish on the ends of these, and these are 5.5 millimeters. I did not do anything to the ends of this pair, which is 5 millimeter. And then I have this pair, which this is a different one that I've knit with a lot, and it does feel different on the ends at 5.25 millimeters, so in the same range. So let's get started so I'll knit along a little bit with these. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cast on, for this control pair, I'm just going to cast on a few stitches and knit a couple rows. So we're going to be able to see if we can see a difference in the actual knitting, since the other needles, I felt like they picked a little bit, but then again I was like really trying to look for it because I read it on the reviews. Now of course this is the pair that I know to my remembrance, and I knit with it like every single day. This kind does not pick that I know of. And the reason I'm saying that I know of is because I wasn't looking out for it on these as I was on the new ones. So I just wanted to provide this for you guys. Oh my god. Okay, that was like the third time that's happened in me trying to film this for you guys. So that's why I was just like, oh my god. All right, so here we go. Well, you could see when I was casting on too that, which I had to do 3 times, that you didn't see all that, but you could see that it was not sticking. But now we're just going to knit a little bit and see where we land. So the way I knit, like I have to rely on it pulling and pushing up against the other one and scraping. Yeah, I'm really not feeling any sort of picking, sticking, pulling, anything like that. I'm just gonna go through and purl this back side here. So I'm just doing like the regular stockinette stitch. I may actually, no, I kind of felt something pulling that time. Actually, yeah, so the ones I use, now that I'm, all right, maybe a few little picks here and there in that. And I may knit some more down this one to see about a difference. Okay, so for this one, we had already started this in another tutorial for you guys. So I'm actually just going to leave the yarn on here. I'm not going to knit the same pattern. It looks pretty good though. Like it doesn't look like things have been picked up all over the place. But still, I want to see and hear and feel all together now and see if, see how it does. I'm picking, oh, I heard you, I don't know, did you guys hear that? It picked. So yeah, I think it does a small amount of picking. I can feel it, and see right there? Well, I actually went through the wrong, I actually went through the yarn on that one, which is probably why it picked it. I'm not, it's really not that terrible. I don't know, guys. I think maybe I was just paranoid about them picking because of the reviews. Because they look, well, I guess you can see a little bit of the yarn coming out, but it doesn't really look bad. Let's move on to the ones I put the nail polish on. They feel smoother. Let's hear it. Let's listen to them. All right, so we're gonna cast on just a couple. Yeah, even casting on is much smoother than the other ones if I can cast on today. And it just goes right on. Okay, now let's knit. Oh, this feels really, really good. No picking at all. I might I might add nail polish to all my bamboo needles now. The ends of them. Of course, this is maintenance. It's something you're gonna have to continue doing if you decide to add nail polish to your needles. Okay, do a little bit of purling here. As far as splintering goes, I have not encountered this. Now, we still have yet to try out the double pointed needles. I mean, the circular needles. And I have not used them extensively, but I mean, I would think enough to know if they were going to splinter. And maybe it's just these mid-sizes that don't. That looks good. I mean, those look the same. And then, of course, these. And you can try to look at the hair breakage. I mean, yes, it's still like the same amount of hair breakage. So, honestly, guys, I think these are the, wait, this is the, going back to the ones without the nail polish. And see, this is different kind of yarn. I'm definitely hearing a difference. Let me put this microphone, see if I can put it up to it. You can't see, but all right, so my conclusion, yes, the straight ones do pick a little bit. Yeah, you can hear that actually. Well, something's out of place. I found a way to go around that with the clear nail polish on the ends, which of course is something you would have to maintain because nail polish is going to flake off. If you're doing baby products, you know, it's up to you how you feel about if that was going to flake off. Of course, I don't know anyone who doesn't hand wash their products. So, you know, that's also an option. Put the nail polish on and then hand wash it. So anyway, it's really up to you guys how you want to go about it if you want to get these needles. I think they're going to be fine, honestly, without the nail polish on the ends of them, or you can put the polish on the ends of them. At $15.99 for 36 knitting needles, I am not upset. So now we are going to move on to some circular needles. We'll get a 5. We'll use a 5mm here. And now that I've got all this mess jumbled up and don't know what's what, let's move this over here. And we will use this yarn here. Yes. And these actually feel like my other ones, but the ends don't. The ends, I don't know if you can actually see a difference in these. This is the one that, I don't know, they kind of seem the same. Can you guys see this? This is the one that I've been showing you guys stuff to knit. This is what I've been using. These are the kind I've been using. This is the new Amazon Exquiss kind. Anyway, and I honestly have no idea what brand this is, so I'm really sorry for that, guys, but these are cheap as well. As you can see, the glue is kind of in the little top part here, like you can see it, like they're not really expensive. I do have some expensive ones, but they're really long and kind of like bendy and made of like carbon fiber or something. I don't know. So my husband got them. They were like $8 for one pair, but that's men for you. All right, so casting on. Don't seem to be having much trouble casting on with these. Feel pretty good. They don't feel comparable to the other ones. I mean, they do, but they don't feel like they slide as smooth, but I don't feel them picking. And some people like a non-smooth bamboo knitting needle because their work won't slide off like the metal. I can't stand metal. I started with metal, and as soon as I switched to bamboo, I think to show you guys something easily, and I never switched back because the metal was just so annoying. Now, some things I have to do with the metal because it's all I have right now for double pointed, but I really prefer the bamboo. So anyway, here we go in with the knit. Maybe I'm gonna have to figure out a better camera angle. I mean, the camera angle is good, but like for you guys to see, I think, but it's not good for my back. And I think you guys could actually see better if I had a different one. I'm gonna try some stuff out coming up. See what I come up with. I'm not feeling pretty good about these already. They're not sticking, they're not picking. And another thing too, you can knit with the circular needles even if you're not doing a pattern that's worked in the round. So if you got the pack and just felt like the other ones maybe did pick too much for you, you could actually just use these, because honestly, I am not feeling any breakage or picking. Yeah, it wasn't as smooth as my other ones, but I mean, that could just be like a manufacturing preference thing with whoever makes these. I don't know, but these are feeling quite good. I think I saw one little pick there. That's it. So it looks pretty good. Yeah, guys, so honestly, $15.99, I am not mad at this. So yeah, I was thinking about covering all of mine in the clear nail polish, but I know it's going to flake off and I'm going to have to maintain it. And honestly, it seems to work just fine on, and I wanted to use nice clean, sleek yarn to do this with, to see if the needles actually tore it up to the point where it looked fuzzy. You know, like some yarns just are naturally fuzzy, so I didn't want to use a naturally fuzzy yarn because then we wouldn't be able to see. So I think these performed pretty good at $15.99. I am not mad, and I definitely think I recommend these. Do I like my other bamboo needles better? Yes, I will try to find the links to those and put them at the bottom as well, but you really can't go wrong with this product. So guys, I don't know if you saw my unboxing video, but one of these actually came off that I need to super glue back on. And that was really the only fault I found with those until I started knitting with them, and then found the little, you know, picking, sticking. But like I said, I'm not mad at it. At $15.99 for an entire set of knitting needles, I am pretty darn happy with my purchase. And like I said, I'm going to give one of these away, so be on the lookout for that video coming up. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Sharing is caring, guys, so make sure and share these in your Facebook groups with your friends that need them, other newborn photographers, and I will see you guys next time.